Welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. So I'm just north of the town of Middleborough, and we drove pretty much all the way down from Matinica's Isle. So we're pretty close to Williamstown in this combination of cities that are all jumbled together. So lots of stuff to explore. And what I'm going to do real quick is take a bounce through a couple of these buildings here, just to see if maybe in the off chance there might be a book, on biodiesel for fun or any kind of tin food. But I'm going to take a quick breeze through there, and then I'll be ready to move into the main town. Okay, not too much there. So, I believe our vehicle's all repaired. We did lose a front ram in our adventures the other day, so I will have to stop off at the next military vehicle I come to. However, we're doing good in pretty much any other category. We've got quite a few things ready to go. So, without further ado, let's rock out of here. I will keep the laser turret on because, well, it's just damn entertaining, number one. And number two, we've got a full battery, so not too much trouble there, and maybe we'll be able to kill some zombies before they touch the ram. And we'll keep an eye out for any lovely additions to the vehicle. At this point, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the composite armor. It's doing what it needs to do. It's keeping us nice and safe. It's killing everything that touches, at least the ram portion of it. So as soon as we can find one more, I'll snag that part. What are we looking for? There's a minefield. Gotta be a little careful about that. So I'm looking for, primarily, we're going to be looking for the biodiesel book. There's some kind of book on biodiesel that should let us get to any and all alternative fuels. Now, I don't even know if we'll be able to make those, because they probably are going to require some sort of organic food, like a plant that we're not really going to have access to right now. So that's going to be a mystery for another day. We could also try to do this mission, since we are pretty much right here at the hospital. Is any of this food not rotten? There is hops, flowers, sugar beet, raw potatoes. I mean, it's a little bit of food here, but it just doesn't seem like enough for us to get excited about, right? I mean, that's a kind of a greenhouse, isn't it? That's kind of cute. But yeah, it's just, there's always going to be some gardens here and there, but it feels like to get the full harvest that we might need down the road, we'd have to sit down somewhere and grow that ourselves. So I don't know, maybe we'll come back to our original farm way back in the north and revisit once. What the hell are you? Revisit once it is done. You are enormous disembodied eyeball. That's terrible. Are we going to shoot it? I guess we're just going to shoot the damn thing. Fair enough. Did you leave anything behind other than, like, an eyeball? A damaged flaming eye corpse. I have many questions. Is there anything we can do? Let's stop, just for fun. I don't have any idea. I doubt we're going to have anything to do with this right now, but is there any ingredient using eye or eyeball? Security camera would be eyebots, right? Well, that was disturbing on a couple of levels. So, are you a security van? I think you are a security van. So that means you're not going to have the military composite stuff. You're just going to have the steel plating. That's fine. Boy, man, remember the days when Migos used to be scary? I do too. Not anymore, my friends. Not anymore. Do we see any electric sports car? Here's an electric normal. This is an electric SUV, and you are a what? You're just a hatchback. Okay, fair enough. What were you down there to the south? Oh yeah, car dealership. That would make sense, right? So, anything upcoming on the next couple of roads in Williamstown? Not really. Our road's going to end, so hopefully we'll be able to spot a gap through the town. I will go ahead and turn off our lovely turret at the moment, because we're going to just be blowing through town where there's 1,000 million zombies. So unless we happen to stop, we will be okay. I mean, yeah, there's more veggies up here. It's just like, should I be bothering with these or not? I guess that's my big question. I'm not really sure if we're going to need more than just a handful. I assume if we do need any vegetables, we're going to need quite a bit in order to make, biodiesel or anything else. All right, let's try to get on the sidewalk here. There we go. Lovely, threading the needle. So we are now into Williamstown. There is a doctor's office that I think I'm going to visit, so let's go ahead and do our turret on defense, because I want to see if we can replenish our stores that I apparently lost at some point. Because we had mountains of... Oh, hi, a battle tank, lovely. We had mountains of, whether it was the Atreapan, whether it was antibacterial stuff. We had tons and tons of goodies there. So, unfortunately, those went missing. Let me dump whatever I've got in my... Actually, let me go hide real quick, because there's some people coming to visit. Let's drop off everything, and I'm going to grab... where's our all pike? Right up at the top. Lovely. So we're going to go visit the doctor's office and see what kind of goodies they have. We've got a gamma globulin shot. What is that like? Hell, I don't know what a globulin is. Is this a antibodies prepared for intravenous injection to strengthen the immune system? So maybe when we're getting sick, is that when we're going to want to use that? I'll buzz through here and let you know if we find anything interesting, but mostly it's just going to be a pretty standard couple of, looting experiences over the next couple of minutes here. I'm just going to go into a couple different buildings. I'll keep going to the west through this town and see if there's anything of interest. I might grab one of these extra V8 diesel engines. I mean, I don't know, do we actually need more V8? I don't think we need more V8. Maybe I've got that backwards. We probably want more. Wow, so it's at 40,000. It's got 4 diesel engines on it, so maybe we should be at least at 2. My goal, of course, as we talked about, is to eventually try to get the electric, diesel, or gas hybrid going. Let me pull up a little bit closer. I'd like to get over the front so we can shoot any enemies on the front of the vehicle. Also, I'm going to grab some of my tools because I'd like to remove some parts here. So, let me let him do whatever he's doing for a second. Our vehicle, rather. It's starting to become self-aware. I'm starting to give it identities and pronouns. So let's grab a wrench. You know what? I always forget to grab just a silly toolbox. That should have everything I ever need. I think I'm so used to just grabbing the wrench, randomly. I think we've got more... Where are my batteries at? I really like that I can just casually worry about what I'm getting for loot and not necessarily, all the zombies that are trying to come kill us. It's great. I think we're accidentally destroying this tank. So how about we back up a bit? There we go. Nice and clean shots. I don't want to destroy the vehicle that I'm trying to loot from. Listen here, you guys. Get a peek at me. Why don't you come over here? There we go. We'll let them all get a sight of my lovely Sarah Brown body. And then they'll all come running. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, all targets down. Unfortunately, the vehicle suffered some minor inconvenient damage. So I'm going to grab a couple of the storage batteries. I think I'll also grab of course, the composite armor. I don't really want to keep spare composite armor on us because it's going to take up a lot of storage space. And I feel like there's so many in the world that we should be able to, come across them and take them as we need. So let me just grab the batteries out of here and we'll go from there. All right, no go on the batteries because I guess they're so far ahead or inside of the vehicle that I really wasn't able to get anything. So, it acted as though the folded crane wasn't even there, which I have had happen on occasion. So I'm guessing that's just part of it. So we have, let's see, is there a library? You're a bookstore. Let me run over to the bookstore real quick. Again, we are on the lookout for that biodiesel book. And then, of course, any really, really high-level books that might help us to flesh out the rest of our skills, right? So we've got the 10s on, I think, didn't we get one for 10 on... it was fabrication, wasn't it? So we've got lots in fabrication right now, which is pretty great. Tea leaves. Are we in a bookstore? Oh, we are in a bookstore. That would make sense why there's tea leaves and coffee grounds around. Candied honey, delicious. Hey, we don't really need a backpack. I mean, let's be real. That used to be a thing where I used to go nuts about. But these days, I don't know if it's all that needed. So, Principles of Advanced Programming, that would be a great high-level computer book, I imagine. Big Book of First Aid, I think we have. Advanced Economics, I'm not entirely sure what that might be of use. Now, Art and Science and Chemical Warfare. Yellow, I'm guessing, is because we've read it before. Let me do this. Let's turn on the headlamp. And I'm going to read Advanced Electronics, or Economics, Principles of Programming, Big Book of Burke of First Aid. Right, there we go. We've got Mechanics to 3, Fab to 7. You need Surviving at a higher level. So Autobiography of a Mountain Man is going to be great. That's going to be really useful. I don't know if we need bartering as much. We should just be able to, swamp any trader with a ton of materials that we have. Computers to 6, First Aid to 3 might be good. So I'll drop off we'll leave the economics book away, or there, rather. And what else do we have? I turned on my light so I'm able to see a bunch more. Swim Planet. Is swimming a skill, by the way? Do we even have a swimming skill? Oh, we totally do. I didn't even know that. That might be useful just in case we ever have to go across the river. Come to think about it. His zombie survival guide. Is this like World War Z? I'll tell you what, though. Honestly, if I was in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, I would grab the book World War Z. Although it depends on what kind of version of zombies we're talking about. If we're talking about the runners, then I would just say, no, screw this, we're done. I would just give up. Like, honest to God, I think if there was an apocalypse with running zombies, I'd just be like, nope, I quit. I'm done. It's over with. I'm not going to be able to fight running, sprinting zombie bastards. All right, everything else I think we have. Where did that swimming book go? There's the novel of the spaghetti monster, and there's my Swim Planet book. Okay. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm out the back and out. So I'll head out to the rest of the town. Anything else of interest? New, not quite so. I'd love to find, of course, another gas station. It is rather dark. I might go ahead and just take the vehicle out the way we came back, or came in, and let Sarah rest up. Or honestly, I could just stay right here in the center of town. Let's see. The battery's fine. 3 days until full. Gasoline, diesel. I really do think we could just sleep right where we're at and not give any care to the world. Let's turn off the engine at least, and I'll dump some of my stuff. And, you know, we've got a little bit of time here. Why don't I actually read a little bit? We haven't read in a long time. Electronics to 8. Survival. I'd love to get survival up a bit more. Here we go. Outdoor survival guide. Let me read a bit more on this, because there was a discussion we had regarding survival outfits. Like, there's a survival suit, there's a survivor belt, and it seemed like no matter how high you got in survival, it doesn't show up. So it might be a tailoring skill, and to be fair, we don't really have that much in tailoring. So, you know, it is what it is. One thing I never installed in the back here is an aisle light, which I could probably do here. Do we have enough for... Hey, look, aisle lights right there. Hooray, aisle lights. I bet we have enough battery to probably just run this. Let's see, turn on aisle lights. I would imagine, let's see, what's the charge here? 85%, 2% gain per hour. I think we're actually gaining, even while stuff is, it's in the middle of the night, and we're charging, or we're using some of the stuff in the refrigerator, which is kind of funny. Let's dump this rawhide out as well. That was from our lovely moose friend, Moosen, that we weren't able to completely take care of. I think you need to use 50 at a time in order to completely, that's not really the right phrasing, but you need 50 of hide to make the cured part. And I've turned the cure stuff into, into tanning. So I guess there is a time period where it has to finish tanning, and then you'll be able to actually use it as a tanned material, or you do another step. Where'd it go? Let's see. Let's find that tanning stuff. Was it just hide? Tanning leather hide, right. So if you activate it, the tanning leather hide isn't done yet. Right, so okay, so there is a bit of a time period where you have to wait for that tanning leather hide to be completed, which makes perfect sense. At least you don't have to leave it out in the sun on a rock or something like that, a la Unreal World or something. Okay, early morning. Sarah has spent a good part of the day reading, or the night rather. So let's see, turn off the aisle light so we don't use that charge, and we are going to continue exploring said town. So, pretty big town, to be honest. Now, we still have that mission in the hospital, and that was to, I think it was just to run a blood sample, which we still have. So, oh god, surprisingly. Slam on the brakes there as I took that corner a wee bit too quick. I think before we do that mission, I'd like to continue exploring the town to find out if there's anything of interest. So, notably, I'll probably keep an eye out for gun stores like this, of course, gas stations, anything that would, let's see, what else are we going to really need? Bookstores, primarily. It's funny because we don't need as much as we used to, and I don't want to grab every single thing because we are going to have a space issue, right, eventually. So I'm keeping an eye out things for, you know, I guess it would be usable resources like duct tape in that craft store, or something like that. So I'm going to just go around unlocking different areas. If there's an opening where I can just run into a building real quick, I'll go grab it. And we'll come back through Williamstown here in a bit. Alright, I didn't really find too much in the town. We explored quite a bit and unlocked a lot of areas. Now there's still, like, the town of Arrowsick, I guess, which is tucked right against Williamstown. Looks like it has a lot of runs north and south. So I'm going to go into the hospital, which might be one of those, you know, regretful decisions later on, but that's fine, that's fine. We'll experiment a little bit, and what I'm going to do is park for a few minutes here, probably repair the vehicle while we're letting the turret get done, and actually I could probably just turn the vehicle off, I believe. There we go. And I'm going to do some repairs while the turret clears out some trash and probably brings more enemies in, and once we're done there, we'll go inside and try to complete this mission. Okay, I think we're ready to go inside. We're going to grab a couple of things here. I think I'm going to try to do the katana, the all-pike, not the sig. The other thing I was trying to think about is maybe doing a better outfit, like a survivor outfit down the road. So, someone reminded me that you can take clothing, like say you take a one suit, like a clean suit, or something like that. Because the clean suit covers every part of your body. So in theory, we should be able to take, say, a clean suit, if I can actually find it. There's a clean suit there. And if we go up one notch and search for tailoring, we'll be able to find our tailor kit. Do we need a tailor kit or something else? Let me grab all the tailor kits I can. Now, if we apply the tailor kit, we should be able to repair... Retro, I don't think I have it in my inventory, or it's not letting me repair. Is it 2 damage to repair? So then do we need to grab like a full... Something that's like a full suit, I would say. Why can't we repair this? Or mend it? It doesn't have any faults to mend. Okay. Is there anything I can do otherwise? Unload, reload, part reload, disassemble. Curious. What's the other kind of kit? Let me search for that real quick. There's another kit. It's a kit, and oh, sewing kit, I think, right? There we go. Let's take a look at the sewing kit and see if that has anything else that we could possibly use. So let's activate a random sewing kit. Maybe there wasn't enough charges. Perhaps that was it. I'm not seeing anything though at all. So can we craft? In that case, can we go into our armor? We could do a gambeson. Wow, we can make our own gambeson. That's awesome. We can't really do too much else though. The scrap suit, spring suit. Faraday shark suit, awesome. What I'm looking for is something that would completely cover us head to toe. And then that way, once you have that, I believe you're able to reinforce something. Reinforce it completely, and then it would wind up, being full protection all across the board. And if we do it with something like a clean suit, I think, let me look at the clean suit encumbrance here. 25, and if we fit it, if we fix the fit, it would wind up being even lower than that. Can we reload the tailor kit? You reload the tailor kit, and you reload maybe the... we have no more thread. So if we reload the tailor kit, was it maybe an issue that we didn't have enough charges to it? I guess it's just not a type of item that fits under that, repairable thing. So the other thing was a jumpsuit, I think. A jumpsuit would cover you from head to toe. So we'll keep an eye out for a jumpsuit. But I might look at maybe getting a leather armor for the chest. Just more reinforced stuff that's really flexible. That leaves us with good encumbrance. But that way we don't have to, switch off with using something like, oh, I don't know, full plate armor or something like that. While we're sitting here, why don't I grab don't we have a trench coat of some sort? Or was it a duster, right? We had a duster, and I don't remember what part of the body it covered. So the duster will cover the arms, the legs, the torso. Is there anything we can make? I think we just checked this, didn't I? But there was a duster covers everything. What about a trench coat? That also does... So that does torso and arms. Okay. So if I take the duster, if we apply a tailoring kit, can't we work on the duster and try to reinforce it? Let's see if... I don't know if I'm going to use up all of my charges on this or not. The tailoring kit ran out of charges. Can we just go through the other kits as well? Okay, so we repaired our duster, and it looks like it's completely reinforced. So what does this do for us then? Plus duster. I'd have to compare it with the normal. So it fits. So it's a 7 encumbrance. Honestly, the protection's kind of low. What would it normally be? It's 2, 2, 1. So if we look up a normal duster, that's going to be 2, 2, 1. What did it change then? Do we just make it stronger in terms of the health of the item? It says this item can be reinforced. Did we just make it fit instead, perhaps? Let me try one more time with the kit and see what other options we have. Okay, we actually can't do anything with the duster, so I'm guessing it's pretty much as reinforced as it's going to go. Maybe reinforced means you're making it stronger so it's less likely to get destroyed. I don't recall there being an armor up option, But that's just stuff we can mess with. I haven't really done much of tailoring whatsoever. So tailoring is completely new to me. Otherwise, we're not really encumbered. We have okay protection, I guess. We've got, let's look at, we have an all stat. No, we have to look at pretty much like our torso, I think. So torso has, let's just for fun, let's take a look at what we have for protection, basically. So we're at, it's telling us all the items itself. I wish I can get like an overall idea of what is our protection level. You know, how well are we protected rather. So 1, 5, that's only on the waist, I think, right? Or is that torso? 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 3. So we probably want to go out with like a Kevlar vest down the road eventually. And then, you know, more supporting stuff eventually as well. So it seems like when you're reinforcing items, number one, you change the fit. Because I changed the chainmail armor to fit. And now it also says it's just, so for example, leather gloves are already enhanced to its maximum potential. So again, I'm not really familiar with the system of tailoring, so it's going to be something that I probably should muck about with. But let's grab, instead of what we've got here, let's go ahead and grab the chainmail just to be safe. I'm going to grab a bit of leather gloves as well. I don't think we had gloves on, did we? We have a long sleeve shirt, chainmail. We can probably just drop the chainmail, or the long sleeve shirt, so that we're not double encumbering a layer. That's not too bad, honestly. 30 encumbrance is okay. Could be a little bit better if we didn't have the rucksack too, but we do need to carry some things. Balaclava, that's fine on the head. We're not really have anything protecting our eyes. We could, I guess you could just get, can't you wear safety goggles on top of everything? We don't have any goggles there, but I think we can go and just make some. That way we don't randomly go blind when someone scratches us in the face, the jerks. These are kind of cool. Survivor goggles. Maybe I should just make an outfit that's nothing but Survivor stuff. That'd be kind of cool. A custom-built pair of armored goggles with tinted lenses, comfortable and built to last. They provide excellent protection from environmental dangers. And I don't think, though, one pair of ballistic glasses, I imagine they're not going to help us with our vision problem, right? The fact that we're nearsighted. I hope we can actually wear these over our normal glasses. Let's make them anyways, because they seem really cool. I wonder what other I was looking at this word super glue. I wonder what other types of survivor gear we could possibly make. It's herd crash, no. There we go, we've got our survival goggles. So can we wear these over our existing glasses? Pair of eyeglasses, survivor goggles. It makes us a little encumbered, but I think it's not really messing with us. Oh, can't we wear, we can get contact lenses too. I forgot all about that. We should be able to get contact lenses. So what kind of survivor gear can we make? We have fire mask, runner pack, mess kit, utility belt. That's the one thing I've never ever found a survivor belt anywhere. All right, enough with mucking about with clothing. We've got ourselves whatever we need. I don't think I had a scabbard, a spear scabbard either, but I'll just take the katana as it is. All right, we're pretty much geared up, and I think all we need to do at this point is find... Let me do everything, filter away, and go for the blood. There's the blood draw kit of the zombie. Now, I don't know if this is fresh still, so we'll bring another blood draw kit too. We've got our all pike, and I don't really know if we're going to need too much beyond the standard stuff. So our vehicle is 90% battery. Oh, God. Wow, there's a lot of friends down there. Jesus, I didn't think it was going to shoot right at my face. Let's wait a second. If they're seeing me, maybe they're going to come forward a bit. That way I don't have to fight quite like 1,000 enemies inside the hall. Can I just yell for a bit? Try to get some enemies out here. Let's bait them just a bit if I can. Just be like, look at me, I'm a tasty human. And then they're going to be like, oh, lovely. And then my vehicle's like, I will kill you. Vehicle? A little nervous there, vehicle. Help me out, buddy. Don't leave me hanging. It's a beautiful sight. God, look at the bloodshed. I feel like the streets would be just a river of blood at this point, right? The entire building might collapse. Part of it did actually collapse earlier. There we go. Just a small, minor adjustment to the color of the building. Let's go ahead and grab a all pike, or we'll do. I'll tell you what. Let's do the katana for a bit, since we might be a little bit close to combat. How do we do with a katana? 23 damage. We could also, can't we also go into... we don't have, do we not have Taekwondo? Okay, we don't have Taekwondo. I thought we were going to be able to use that. A couple of these let you use your legs. So I think Taekwondo might be one of the only ones, though. I'm trying to remember which one has, which. Yes, indeed. Alright, I'll tell you what. Why don't we, be smarter about it? I don't really want to test out Did I forget my freaking all pike? Lovely. I don't want to test out my chainmail armor just yet, so we'll let them get killed by that guy. Alright, we're going to wade through the field of battle. I can't even see what's an enemy versus what's a corpse. What the heck? Seriously? This is cool. The laser cannon points in your direction and emits an IFF warning beep. That's nice that it's helping us out by not murdering us. Are we that poorly encumbered that we can't even take a shot at some of these guys? $13 damage. I mean, shoot, we're not really doing much as we used to. I didn't think 30 encumbrance was all that much, but apparently it's acting like it is pretty bad for us. We're missing a lot of our shots. What are we at these days in melee? 3, and we're piercing, right? So 3 I thought would give you a little bit more shots, but maybe not. We'll keep letting our turret do most of the work. I'm unashamed. I have no shame at all. Gosh, look, I want to just press Shift V to see the spam that this would leave us. I don't think we'd even be able to get through the entire list. So, of all the dead people here, there's a couple of weapons. There are 552 items in the area. Is there a clean suit? There is a clean suit. Is there a hazmat suit? There is only a pulped hazmat corpse. Okay, fair enough. Just for fun, I kind of want to wear both of my goggles here, just to see if we can't see where, big bads are in the hallway. So, in this mission, it's just analyze the blood sample. So we're just going to have to find a working, whatever the heck we need. Not a spectrometer, but something like the, oh shoot, what was it? The spinny druggy thing. That's what we need. The spinny druggy thing. I'll go look around and see if we can't find it. Is the hospital a multi-story building? I don't quite recall offhand. You know what I really should do, by the way, before I get too far in here? I honestly should more than likely be at least carrying a rifle for those, oh my god, I've been surrounded moments. Because, we've got great stamina and stuff like that, but, look at how many zombies can just be hanging out in the hallway. So I don't really think I want to get caught out without some kind of backup. Oh, look. See, already, there's a bunch in the hallway that I didn't expect. What the heck is a Black Ops zombie? I don't think I've ever seen a Black Ops zombie before. He's got freaking lots of health. Holy crap. Is he wearing a bunch of Kevlar? This soldier's zombie skin radiates a sort of shadowy smoke that obscures its outline, making its camouflage even harder to see against the background. It would be in the darkness, it would be invisible. That's fascinating. Lovely friends coming in from the road. Let's go ahead and sprint down the hall, and hoping and praying that I don't take a wrong turn. I'm going to try to walk as much as possible, because if we get into a long, drawn-out fight, we're going to need as much of the staminers as we can get. So most of the areas here seem to be rooms so far, and I haven't quite found lots of exits out, but I have not encountered a stairwell just yet. So I'm curious if... God, they're so sneaky, the little children. It's so hard to kill children in this game. It's so great what kind of phrases these types of games make you wind up saying. All right, I'm going to go in a different way. Sorry, it's really, really bright right now because I've got my night vision at all turned on. This area has completely just fallen apart. So where would a laboratory be? I feel like it would be on a different floor, but I don't know, like I mentioned, if this has multiple floors or not. We're not injured yet. One of our items did get a little bit torn, so our rucksack got a bit beat up there. There is a computer here. Bone setting treatment. So we could actually probably get in here and I don't know, is this a table that it would happen if we happen to get on that? I feel like I shouldn't get on there if we don't actually need to set any kind of bones. I really hope the item we needed, or we still need, is not sitting under this pile of garbage. Ooh, hey. This is it. Centrifuge. Analyze blood. Okay, so quit and shut down. That was quick. Press Shift D. We're going to put the blood draw kit. Oh, we probably need a syringe, don't we? Let's see what it does. Okay, here we go. Unknown pathogen found. Bonded to something and something. Download data, yes. We don't have a USB drive. Son of a gun. I'm pretty sure I have a USB drive in the car. Or there might be one tucked back here. Ooh, a full clean suit. Nice. This is what I was hoping to kind of mess with. Clean suit, no USB. Let me run back to the car. Let me get a feel for where we are. So, pretty much just straight through. Oh, that's actually really easy. Right, so if I were a USB drive, I'm pretty sure, I hope I have one. I don't know. I wouldn't have kept one on purpose, but it might have been a spare part. Nothing there. Let me move down a step. Darn it. What did I just press, by the way? Quick save. Okay, wow, that was terrifying. I'm glad they don't have suicide in the menu. The police station might actually have a USB drive for evidence and whatnot. So let's see if there are any officers in here that need some assistance. At tight quarters, I don't think I want to mess with that too much. We'll just get them nice and lined up. With our computers, I did do some leveling, by the way, of computers. So I think our computers right now is sitting at 6, which is kind of cool. So I think most computers we should be able to hack through. Could you leave us alone? Thank you so much. So maybe bypass security, unlock supply room. There we go. So doors unlocked. Hi. Hi, puppy friend. Oh, nice. Lots of ammo, actually. That's pretty cool. So tons of ammo here. Brand new Kevlar vests. We'll grab one of those. Some kind of a conversion I didn't quite see. Where would you put evidence? By the way, I can also search for... Reset that. I think the USB stick would show up under tools. Oh, hang on. I'm so dumb. We have a massive pile of dead enemies outside. Do any of them have a random... Yeah, there we go. I can't believe I didn't even think about doing that. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. So where did that go? Shift V, USB drive. I can press Shift T to walk to it. And it's somewhere in all this crap. Cool. USB drive. There we go. All right. USB drive acquired. Ammunition acquired. Corpses acquired. Let's go back in here. Run up to our fancy majigger. We're going to drop this off. Activate this. Press buttons. Analyze blood. Download data. Yes. And USB drive. Hooray! I think our mission is done. Was that pretty much it? Analyze the zombie blood. I think that's all we had to really do. Yeah, we've got this stuff. I think we just need to bring it back to this guy. Right. So I'm not going to carry around that blood anymore. There's plenty of zombie blood all over the place. Not like we're going to run home right this instant. But, you know, if we ever do get back that way, we can turn that mission in, which will be kind of cool. I've never done a mission in the game before, so it is rather nice to have felt like we've helped someone, right? Kind of. We did rip our rucksack for it. God, what a, what a mess. Yeah, that's a hospital, all right. Okay, I think we've murdered quite a few enemies here, so we should be able to get on our way. Is there any other neat tools in this building? I don't see any. That's where I got this style of buildings, where I got that katana from. So those are always good to stop into if you see them. Williams, they kind of have separate roads. Do we want to stop at these gun stores? Why don't we go ahead and try that out? I'll maybe do the end of this episode on gun stores only. And we'll stop here, and I'll probably just try to blow through the door. Good stuff. Lots of ammunition, of course, as always, magazines, things like that. So we are stocking up. We're starting to have a pretty decent stockpile of weapons, so that's kind of cool. We never really were big on that, in the first place, but it would be nice in the event that we have to go into a bunker or something. We'll have quite a bit of ammunition to defend ourselves. Hopefully, I doubt, to be fair, a 9mm is going to do a whole lot against, some kind of horrible enemy underneath the ground. But if we were able to maybe find more rifle ammunition. In fact, this place looks like it actually has rifles in stock. So let's go take a look at this while our turret takes care of all the trash. Thanks, kind turret. Did you actually blow a hole in anything? Oh, inconvenient. Let me blow the door off. Oh, God. One day I'm going to take a wrong step, and this turret is going to end me. That's going to be the end of our playthrough. It'll be like, oh, sorry, Sarah didn't quite pay attention, and she walked right into the beam. So Beretta 9mm, we've got a SMG here, Uzi 9mm. There is a CX-4 Storm, which I think is like isn't that like a 9mm rifle or something like that? Browning BLR. Any other weapons that are stuck in here? There's a Remington and a Luger, a 1911 and a Mac 11. Let's grab the 1911 magazine, because 1911 is a pretty decent pistol. 22 long range, and Mac 11. Anything else that was tucked away that I might have missed? 38 FMJ right next to us. Cool. Let me go in the back room if I can get there. Hey, a shooting range. Cool. Yeah, we'll grab some shooters earmuffs in case we decide to go ham one day. I don't think there's anything else in this place. So it was mostly like a rental shooting range. You're able to come in, grab the rifle, grab whatever you need, grab some ammo, and that is that. In reality, though, they'd have tons and tons of ammo in these stores, but, you know, I think it's pretty well balanced. It gives you that excitement level of trying to go loot a store and feeling like you're getting something out of it. Right, anything else we want to check out before we leave? I never did see a friggin' gas station ever. Let me go down this road here. I don't think we've turned down this road. Lovely trash battle tank in the road. Let's go ahead and turn my turret off for a minute or two. The butcher shop would be cool, but I'm pretty sure all the butcher shop food is bad these days, right? It's great in the early game, but later game, everything that's been out for a while is going to go bad. And we never did actually find a sports car either. I wonder if there's a car dealership. That was when we passed. There's a car dealership over... oh, that's back in Poultney. Okay. Newark, things like that. Right, so... we didn't see that. And I don't think we found a gas station in town here either. That was up in Matinica's Isle. It's searching for the mega store because it has gas in it. Yet another gun store right in front of us. Hey, let's just, do you want to? I think so. Did that do... how much damage does that do to your vehicle? God, not even that much damage either. That's silly. And we seem okay. Hooray for seatbelts and stuff. Right, let me back up a notch. We'll, release the hounds on our turret. Oh god, duck, Sarah, duck! Jesus. Oh, I forgot to dump off all my weapons before. God. I really do feel like she's dodging, like, all these dangerous, terrible things. It's kind of like Christmas in here. This is, brand new guns. It looks like, all in good shape. Glock 19, a couple of shotguns. Are these rifles or shotguns? Marlin 39A is a rifle. See, a 22 long range I would see as being a nice addition. So I would love to get some experience with those, because those are, you know, long range, one shot. If we get our levels up really high, we'll probably be able to do a lot of damage with that. So I'll probably focus on more rifles than anything. Okay, this was another shooting range, fair enough. And some unfortunate souls who are stuck in the range. There's some 9mm full metal jacket outside. The Ruger. If any of you are really familiar with the way guns work in terms of, you know, what you can break down, we do have a couple mods to keep in mind. So we have craftable gun pack. Okay, that's the only gun pack I think I added on this one. So I was pretty light on the mods. Normally there's other mods that you can include. So you know, you can either go a little bit crazy with the there's like 3 or 4 enhanced mods that have more guns available to you. So it depends on how, you know, how much you want to add that to your game. Let's take this road over to Aerosick. Okay, so this town is pretty tall, so what I'm going to do is actually go up a street and then over and down a street, and that should start unlocking more of the map. Oh, you know what we're not wearing? That's so silly of me not to wear. Let's do this real quick. I want to get a little closer to this vehicle. Turn on our turret. Come to a stop. I forgot to wear my binoculars, because that should be helping us with mapping the area around us, I think. Yeah, doesn't it show more as you're driving? So absolutely vital to grab. I'll make sure I get that. And I also want to grab another gas, or a gas arrow? No, it's not gas, it's hose. Goodness me. Cool. I'll grab a hose in case we want to do a little bit of siphoning here. Oh, hi, there's a lot of friends outside. We'll let our turret take care of that. Meanwhile, I will go over and check on this vehicle, which has no gasoline, sadly, but 2 Mark 249. So a couple of machine guns that we don't really need at the moment. Oh yeah, look at how much the binocular's helping now. Before we were only seeing a tiny bit. We're seeing the entire city come alive. as we're driving through. So the huge game changer. Although it looks like mostly to the north is mostly residential. So I'm going to go up one more block and turn around. And then we'll keep exploring to the south of the city. Go, Migo. We believe in you. Stupid Migo. Alright, we're getting more into the... It looks like the center of town, although it's still not showing me all that much in terms of what might be an interesting building to go to. I believe at some point soon we're going to probably need to... Oh, hello, guys. Let me just ramp up the speed here. Pardon me, coming through. At some point we are going to probably need to switch over to the gasoline engine. Mostly I've not found a gas station to save my life. I can't claim to know exactly what the symbol is. I'm pretty sure it was like some kind of a greater than or less than symbol. And it had, maybe blue color. Oh god, we're going to smash into this. Can we slam on the brakes? Let me just do a little bit of a collision there. No big deal. Hey, nice. There's a very large vehicle here with lots and lots of diesel. So I'm going to grab that and load it into our tank. Or tanks, rather. Meanwhile, our turret is murdering everything around us. Nice, we were able to get 2 full tanks now of diesel, so that was a super huge help. I'm really nervous, by the way, to put anything into that external tank. I just don't think it's secure enough, and I think one day it's going to wind up getting just completely trashed. 17%? Oh, you only have a tiny tank left of diesel. Right, so we are good here. Thank you, lovely APC, for your donation to the cause. Meanwhile, all of these towns are visible now. I still can't find anything. Like, I feel like the universe is kind of out to get us at this point. Just saying. Let's turn the turret off because it's freaking everything out. Actually, we're continuing to collide to this vehicle. I'd rather not destroy my own truck. There we go. We got our rucksack torn because the bastards are chewing through the angle on our car. God, that drives me nuts. Did we get infected? Oh, are we covered in spore stuff? We are spore dusted. I don't think that's bad. It just slows us down a bit. How bad did our vehicle get damaged there? Oh, we actually lost a complete full plating. I think that was because I was grinding away at the vehicle next to me. But that's okay, we didn't lose too much else, so we'll go back and repair that at some point here in the near future. What kind of books are sitting there? Outdoor archery, or outdoor adventures and archery for kids. Okay, so this town is completely shown to us, or at least the southern part of it. It's all displayed. Sporting goods, I don't know if we even need to go to sporting goods anymore either. There are hardware stores here and there, which would be kind of neat, but again, we're in really good shape in terms of what we might need to bring with us. We still could, and probably will eventually, look into keeping a home base, because I think that, in terms of long-term storage, we're going to need... The food thing is going to be a big concern later on, like especially vegetables. If we do have a nutrition system in place, which we do, apparently, we're going to need to try to make sure we're getting a nice mixed grouping of vegetables. So I assume living on a diet of only protein and meats is not going to cut it for you. So having a good supply of vegetables is going to become more and more important later on in the game. So I think we could still keep an eye out for a base. Now, what I'd love to try and do is to have an NPC that we could recruit to join our little community, and then we wind up, setting up a camp somewhere, and that becomes our home base, right? We've got NPCs who will join us and do missions for us while we go out in our battle wagon to go get massive supplies from other cities, right? That seems to me like a great mix, but it's kind of one of those things that it depends on what we like to do. I do like the base building aspect of the game, and keeping everything like super, super organized, but eventually I think you just run out of space. There's so much stuff to get in this game. Are you... God, you're a clothing store. Oops, wrong button. There is still no gas station as far as I could say. Find, rather. This way lies a forest, and if we go south, we'll hit the railroad station, right? I don't want to get my vehicle stuck on tracks. I don't think that is in place right now, but just to be safe, we'll not head that way. Let's go over to the right. So I think there's a connecting road over to the right to go to that next town. I guess I'm not as desperate for that fuel station, or the gas station either, because we are doing much better with fuel. I think I would, though, given the option, I would probably dump out some gasoline, like probably dump out an entire thing of gas, in order to get another thing of diesel. Shoot, we're a little bit stuck. Can I get around? Can I just tear down this tree if I hit it hard enough? Let's take a look. Hey, nice. We were able to, in fact, at least cut one tree down. Then we lost all of our momentum. This Ram is amazing, I will say. Best addition to a vehicle ever. Dang it. We're not hitting it with our... Let me go, tree. Hey, there we go. We just shoved ourselves free. Wonderful. All right, so we're going to go on to a new city. How's the vehicle doing, by the way? We've got a little bit of damage across the board. I think I might have take a bit of a stop. Sarah is a wee bit tired, so we've got a nice field out to the side here. I'm going to go off to the field and have Sarah eat, drink, and do some repairs. And I think that's going to be a good point to put a cut in the video. So thank you so much for joining me as we continue to explore these areas. Quite fun. I don't know, what do you guys want to do as our long-term goal here in terms of this playthrough? I mean, I like some of the items we've done so far, obviously. We've had a lot of fun with the base building, I think. I'm learning a ton about the mobile base stuff here and building yourself an awesome turret of death. So beyond that, though, I mean, we could go back to a larger style base that we built completely in our own hands. Try to work on getting a complete full supply of food. Maybe I'm sure there's another farm somewhere in this general vicinity that we could go to. And then, of course, the final thing for me, I would imagine, would be to tackle the underground science labs and the bunker. So a couple of other projects for us, but beyond that, though, let me know what you guys are thinking. I appreciate you visiting me today and sharing your afternoon or evening with Sarah Brown. So until next time, my friends, be well, take care.